come all the sorrows of the world, but from the other comes the peace of God Himself. Judgment and love are opposite. From one come all the sorrows of the world, but from the other comes the peace of God Himself. Forgiveness looks on sinlessness alone and judges not. Through this I come to you. Judgment will bind my eyes and make me blind. Yet love reflected in forgiveness here reminds me you have given me a way to find your peace, to find your peace again. I am redeemed when I elect to follow in this way, this way. You have not left me comfortless. I have within me both the memory of you and one who leads me to it, to it. Father, I would hear your voice and find your peace today, for I would love my own identity and find in it the memory of you, and find in it the memory of you. Judgment and love are opposite. From one come all the sorrows of the world, but from the other comes the peace of God Himself. Judgment and love are opposite. From one come all the sorrows of the world, but from the other comes the peace of God Himself. Comes the peace of God Himself. Judgment and love are opposite. From one come all the sorrows of the world, but from the other comes the peace of God Himself. Well, thank you for joining me today in studying Lesson 352 in A Course in Miracles. I'm Forgiveness Willie, teaching forgiveness from the Ozarks. And this is for Lesson 352 for Thursday, December the 18th of 2025. And we're reading from the Foundation for Inner Peace version of A Course in Miracles this year. If you're following in the original edition, it'll be about the same. And you won't have the next portion when we get ready to go to the Song of Prayer. It won't be in the original edition. So you'll have to go to acim.org to get that. The original edition you can find on jcim.net. And I'll try to make it to where either book you have, as best I can, that you can follow along. But today you'll need another device for the Song of Prayer. Judgment and love are opposite. From one come all the sorrows of the world, but from the other comes the peace of God Himself. Comes the peace of God Himself. Forgiveness looks on sinlessness alone and judges not. Through this I come to you. Judgment will bind my eyes and make me blind. Why, judgment will bind my eyes and make me blind. Yet love reflected in forgiveness here. Yet love reflected in forgiveness here. In other words, the closest thing to love in this world is forgiveness. Reminds me you have given me a way to find your peace again. Maybe I shouldn't say It's a good way to see love is through forgiveness. Not the only way. Sometimes you can just see the love without forgiveness. But in this world, forgiveness plays such a major part that if you get very far away from it, you're not going to see love anymore. I am redeemed when I elect to follow in this way. Let's read it again. Yet love reflected in forgiveness here reminds me you have given me a way to find your peace again. I am redeemed when I elect to follow in this way. You have not left me comfortless. I have within me both the memory of you and one who leads me to it. Wow, we have the memory of God within us, and we have one to lead us to it, the Holy Spirit. Father, I would hear your voice and find your peace today, for I would love my own identity and find in it the memory of you. Again, then back a page. What am I? I am God's Son, complete and healed and whole, shining in the reflection of His love. In me is His creation sanctified and guaranteed eternal life. In me is love perfected, fear impossible, and joy established without opposite. I am the holy home of God Himself. I am the heaven where His love resides. Wow, you're the heaven where God's love resides. I am His holy sinlessness itself, for in my purity abides His own. No matter what you've done, there's that sinless part of you that is the reality. Everything else was a dream. It might have been a nightmare for many of us, but you can wake up from that nightmare and realize that God always sees you as His dearly beloved, sinless. Paragraph 2. Our use for words is almost over now. Yet in the final days of this 1 year we gave to God together, you and I, we found a single purpose that we shared. And there you joined with me, so what I am are you as well. The truth of what we are is not for words to speak of nor describe. Yet we can realize our function here, and words can speak of this and teach it too, if we exemplify the words in us. We are the bringers of salvation. We accept our part as saviors of the world, which through our joint forgiveness is redeemed. And this our gift is therefore given us. We look on everyone as brother and perceive all things as kindly and as good. We do not seek a function that is past the gate of heaven. Knowledge will return when we have done our part. We are concerned only with giving welcome to the truth. Ours are the eyes through which Christ's vision sees a world redeemed from every thought of sin. Ours are the ears that hear the voice for God proclaim the world as sinless. Ours the minds that join together as we bless the world. And from the oneness that we have attained, we call to all our brothers, asking them to share our peace and consummate our joy. We are the holy messengers of God who speak for Him, and carrying His word to everyone whom He has sent to us. We learn that it is written on our hearts, and thus our minds are changed about the aim for which we came and which we seek to serve. We bring glad tidings to the Son of God, who thought He suffered. Now is He redeemed, and as He sees the gate of heaven stand open before Him, He will enter in and disappear into the heart of God. That's what we want to do, is disappear into the heart of God, where our joy can be complete with all our brothers and sisters. He calls our joy with them consummated as we enter into the heart of God. Okay, now let's take another moment to think of our lesson. Judgment and love are opposite. Okay, you want to know what love is? Well, you may not be able to define it, but you can say what its opposite is. That begins to define it. It's judgment. When you judge someone, you've separated yourself from them, which love never does. It sees you as vulnerable and them being able to attack you. which love would never be able to attack or be separate or vulnerable. So judgment and love are opposite. From one comes all the sorrows of the world, and of course that'd be the judgments, the condemnations, kind of like yesterday's lesson. How does he say it? My sinless brother is my guide to peace. My sinful brother is my guide to pain. And which I choose to see, I will behold. Well, judgment and love are opposites. Opposite. From one come all the sorrows of the world, but from the other, but from love, comes the peace of God himself. When you're living in love, you will be at peace. Okay, so be sure to do your longer practice periods early in the morning and again before you go to bed at night. You can do it more than that, but at least those 2 longer periods, and then an hourly remembrance where you say to yourself the lesson and check in, make sure you're at peace. Find something to give God thanks for. Ask him for direction. Judgment and love are opposite. From one come all the sorrows of the world, but from the other comes the peace of God himself. Okay, now we're ready in Song of Prayer. We are ready for, we're in chapter 1, prayer, and Roman numeral 5, the latter ends. Okay, let's find out where the latter ends. Prayer is a way to true humility. And here again it rises slowly up and grows in strength and love and holiness. Let it but leave the ground where it begins to rise to God, and true humility will come at last to grace the mind that thought it was alone and stood against the world. Humility brings peace because it does not claim that you must rule the universe, nor judge all things as you would have them be. Okay, humility brings peace because it does not claim that you must rule the universe. That's highly arrogant. Nor judge all things as you would have them be. There's the arrogance. All little gods it gladly lays aside, not in resentment, but in honesty and recognition that they do not serve. All the things that we thought would bring us happiness, we've set aside because we want to have the truth, God, reality, love, be our devotion. Paragraph 2. Illusions and humility have goals so far apart they cannot coexist, nor share a dwelling place where they can meet. Where one has come, the other disappears. The truly humble have no goal but God, because they need no idols, and defense no longer serves a purpose. Enemies are useless now because humility does not oppose. It does not hide in shame because it is content with what it is, knowing creation is the will of God. Its selflessness is self. Its selflessness is self. Isn't that cool? Its selflessness is itself. And this it sees in every meeting. It sees the holy self in every meeting. Its selflessness is self, and this it sees in every meeting where it gladly joins with every son of God, whose purity it recognizes that it shares with him. Paragraph 3. Now prayer is lifted from the world of things, of bodies, and of gods of every kind, and you can rest in holiness at last. Again on that sentence, now prayer is lifted from the world of things, of bodies, and of gods of every kind, and you can rest in holiness at last. Humility has come to teach you how to understand your glory as God's Son and recognize the arrogance of sin. The arrogance of sin. To see someone as sinning, you've put yourself in a place where you've become a judge. And he says that that's arrogance because you're not being selfless. and you're coming to the relationship with the idea that you know something that you need to impose upon your brother. Now prayer is lifted from the world of things, of bodies, and of gods of every kind, and you can rest in holiness at last. Humility has come to teach you how to understand your glory as God's Son and recognize the arrogance of sin. A dream has veiled the face of Christ from you. Now can you look upon his sinlessness. High has the ladder risen. High has the ladder risen when you can see your brother's sinlessness. You have come almost to heaven. There is little more to learn before the journey is complete. Now can you say to everyone who comes to join in prayer with you, I cannot go without you, for you are part of me. Wow, can we say that to everyone? I cannot make it to heaven without you, for you're part of me. And how could I get to heaven without my whole self? Now can you say to everyone who comes to join in humility, in prayer with you, I cannot go without you, for you are part of me. And we'll add those two sentences to our song. And so he is in truth, part of you. And so he is in truth. And now can you pray only for what you truly share with him? For you have understood he never left, and you who seemed alone are one with him. The arrogance of thinking that we were alone in all the universe when the whole world is filled with ourselves, our brothers. And the last paragraph of this section, which we'll stop at, paragraph 4. The latter ends with this. For learning is no longer needed. The latter ends with this. For learning is no longer needed. Now you stand before the gate of heaven, and your brother stands beside you there. The lawns are deep and still, for here the place appointed for the time when you should come has waited long for you. Here will time end forever. At this gate, eternity itself will join with you. Prayer has become what it was meant to be, for you have recognized the Christ in you. Wow. Once you recognize the Christ in you, you step back and let the Christ lead the way. And that's what prayer should be helping you to do anyway. Okay, let's see what's going on around the world today. Let's see what we have here. It's Advent continues for the Christians, and the Nativity Fast continues for the Orthodox Christians. Hanukkah continues. I found one place that said Hanukkah begins today, so I'm not sure about all that. It's Las Posadas Day, the 9 days before Christmas, where the Mexican and Southwest Mexicans of the United States kind of practice Las Posadas, the recognizing that Jesus or Mary and Joseph looking for lodging, getting ready for the Christ child. Arabic Language Day, the one word we really want, or the phrase we want to learn in Arabic, we all want to know this. Assalamu alaikum. And whenever anyone says to you, Assalamu alaikum, what do you say? Alaikum assalam. Peace be with you too. Okay? Assalamu alaikum. Baked Cookies Day. I found all these on holidays and observances. Flake Appreciation Day. From what we're learning about forgiveness, you want to forgive everyone who you prior thought of as a flake. But that's not what it's about. It's the uniqueness of snowflakes and the beauty and the uniqueness of snowflakes, appreciating them. Give a Wine Club Day. International Answer the Telephone Like Buddy the Elf Day. International Migrants Day. And I hope that we soon learn that we're all migrants in this world and that we should treat each other as ourselves. Regifting Day, Twin Day, Wear a Plunger on Your Head Day. I don't know what that's all about. Make sure it's a clean one. And then Out of Seed Savers Exchange, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this right. I'm sure it's a French word. Morel de Quatre Saison. It's a Lactuca sativa. And it says in the Seed Savers Exchange that this variety, also known as Marvel of Four Seasons, that's probably what I should have called it. A French historic variety described in Vilmorin Andrews' The Vegetable Garden of 1885. Pretty reddish bib-type rosette with a crisp texture and excellent flavor. Does well in all sorts of climates and can withstand heat. The dark red color develops best in cool spring and autumn weather. It's a butterhead and 60 days to maturity. And why do I tell you about the holidays and the, some foods and a word for peace, which our word is going to be from the Miami language today? Why do I do that? I just want us to be, mainly because I'm interested in it, but I thought, you know what? It's the kind of stuff that a Course in Miracles student needs to be able to be really good at. To know what other people are practicing, particularly with their religious ideologies and their philosophies, their thoughts in that respect, so that we have a connection with them. And then, and I think, things could get really, what's the word I want to use? We're pushing the boundaries of our planet. And we might need to be more able to provide for ourselves with our own food, and so it'd be nice to at least have some clarity and understanding. And besides that, it's really fun to grow your own food, a little bit anyway. Okay, and then a word for peace. I said it was from the Miami language, which they're in the Great Lakes region, on the Wabash River, the Maumee River, and the Great Miami River, and the St. Joseph River and their tributaries of Indiana, Ohio, Illinois, and Michigan. And the word, if I'm pronouncing it right, is Aweenpioni. Aweenpioni. Okay, well, are we ready to close with our song? I said we were going to close with that little portion out of there at the end of the text today too. Now can I say to everyone who comes to join in prayer with me, I cannot go without you, for you are part of me. Okay. Judgment and love are opposite. From one come all the sorrows of the world, and from the other comes the peace of God Himself. Comes the peace of God Himself. The forgiveness looks on sinlessness alone, and judges not. Through this I come to you. Judgment will bind my eyes and make me blind, yet love reflected in forgiveness here remind me you have given me a way to find your peace, to find your peace again. I am redeemed when I elect to follow in this way, this way. You have not left me comfortless. I have within me both the memory of you and one who leads me to it, to it. Father, I would hear your voice and find your peace today. would love your own identity and find in it the memory of you, and find in it the memory of you. Judgment and love are opposite. From one come all the sorrows of the world, but from the other comes the peace of God Himself. Comes the peace of God Himself. Now can you say to everyone who comes to join in prayer with you, I cannot go without you, for you are part of me, for you are part of me. Now can you say to everyone who comes to join in prayer with you, I cannot go without you, for you are part of me, for you are part of me. Judgment and love are opposite. From one come all the sorrows of the world, but from the other comes the peace of God Himself. Comes the peace of God Himself. And as the Miami people say, for peace, Aweenpioni. Aweenpioni. Judgment and love are opposite. From one come all the sorrows of the world, but from the other comes the peace of God Himself. Aweenpioni.